Hi guys, welcome to Retrospect. Today I'm going to show you just a little sketching process for a piece I'm working on. This is the development of the idea. I'm sketching it out. It actually happened pretty quickly. I didn't have to make too many edits to it, so I'll just go through the process that I use when I'm working on a new idea and you can follow along. So this is actually a Pokemon Mashup. There is a website, I'll put the link in the description below, but it uses the original Pokédex and the pixel sprites that were in the original game, and it mashes up two Pokemon to create a hybrid Pokemon. So you can pick any of the Pokemon, and the ones that I chose were Gyarados and Arcanine. That's just how I pronounce those, by the way. I'm not exactly sure. Gyarados? Anyways, so I chose to mash those two up, and it even gives you a name, and the Pokemon's name is Gyaranine. So that's what I'm drawing now. I'm kind of taking influence from Chinese dragons, that kind of thing, to give it this sort of specific look. The two Pokemon I chose actually work really well for this, so I didn't have to do too much alteration to the sprite that I saw. Gyaranine has those long tendrils. He's kind of already drawing inspiration from Chinese dragons anyways, I think. Now, I don't know too much about the lore, so I'm just going by my little ignorance here. And Gyaranine is a dog, so often I know that dogs are featured in sculptures too. So I'm just sketching out all the features. I'm using a blue pencil just to change it up. I normally sketch with a regular pencil, but lately I've been into using the colored pencils. So the other thing about this painting is that the inspiration for this idea came from an artist that I had discovered that exact day. His name is Boy Kong, or at least that's how his handle is on Instagram. I'll link him below again. His stuff is really cool. He does do a lot of graffiti style stuff, and he really likes painting tigers, which I found really exciting. He has this one series that he did, I think it was a couple months ago, unfortunately, of 50 paintings all on the same size of wood panels. They're all, I think, 12 by 12. And he did 50 variations on mostly tigers, from what I can gather. And they're all done in slightly different styles. Some are more painterly, some are more cartoony, more graffiti. So there's a lot of variation, and it looks like he had a lot of fun experimenting with different ways to depict a tiger. But they all look so cool, and that's one of the things that I count as a mark of a good artist or a good museum or gallery show. If I see some work and it immediately makes me want to go and start a painting, then it's a good show. So needless to say, as soon as I found this guy's work, my curiosity and creativity were sparked, and I wanted to do my own version. My idea process bounced between, do I want to do an animal? I definitely don't want to do a tiger because it's way too much of a copy, and I just wouldn't be able to do it as good as he could. I was wondering about maybe doing some sort of beast from Final Fantasy, like a behemoth or something. But in the end, I think I was still kind of thinking about Pokemon. I had stopped playing Pokemon Go because I got frustrated with it. Because I don't need another million Zubats and Pidgeys, thank you very much. Anyways, so Pokemon was still very much on my mind, and to be honest, I've always got Pokemon on the mind to an extent, because it's one of my favorite games. But I chose to do Pokemon, and then I remembered that website I was telling you about with the mashup, so I thought, perfect, that's perfect. And I knew kind of already that I wanted to use Gyarados, because I like the look of the face. It's kind of like a dragon, and it's got a big open mouth, which I thought would be really cool to show the teeth and the tongues and all that, or the tongue. So I cycled through a couple options. I was thinking about doing Gyarados and Dragonair, because I want it to be really dragony, but then I came across Arcanine, and it just made a really cool combination with lots of shaggy fur around the edges. So that's my thought process for that. And as you can see now, I'm just inking it. I'm using the Pentel pocket brush. I like this pen, but I find that I'm still kind of a rookie with it. I've only started getting into it maybe in the last month or two. I've had it for a while, but never really called to me. But I do like how you can just pick it up and start inking. The ink does go on nice and dark. Occasionally I have found that the ink will smudge. You really have to let it dry. And the tip can be a little hard to control. Like if you're doing circles, sometimes you have to really be careful with how you apply the tip because it's a bit too springy for my liking. But again, that's just a matter of using the tool and getting used to how it works and training your muscles to kind of understand what to do to produce the lines you want. So yeah, I hope to show you guys the further process for how I will finish this piece, but for now this is what the sketch looks like, and I'll scan this into my computer and I'll expand it. Probably I'm painting it on an 8x8 wood panel, so I'll expand it to be a little bit bigger and I'll trace it back onto the wood panel and get painting. I hope you liked watching this video. I did get a little rambly, so I apologize for that. But if you want to see more and if you want to see how I finish this painting, you should subscribe and you should give me a little thumbs up to let me know if you like this. So until next time, thank you guys. Bye!